Hi team, welcome to our channel. Today, let's understand the concept of definition of done. Uh, in a very simple, generic way, definition of done is something marked as done. It's a very layman language. To go into more detail, Um, when definition of done is a quality standard or a quality checklist that the entire team agrees so as to mark a work item as complete. So, for example, let's consider we have a product backlog items. Now, all the product backlog items are prioritized. They have the acceptance criteria. So, acceptance criteria, when the acceptance criteria is met, we do not mark as that item as uh, done or close until we also follow the definition of done. So, what do I mean by that? So, acceptance criteria is defined by the business. It is extrinsic. Now, definition of done is intrinsic. It is the company standards, the compliance, um, the measures and procedures that a company follows. For example, very easily, let's consider an example. A person goes to a restaurant and he orders a burger with cheese. Now, burger with cheese is his acceptance criteria. However, the burger with cheese comes on a plate with how they decorate it. These are all the definition of done. So it's like a burger with cheese is made in the kitchen. That doesn't mean the task is completed, right? The task is only marked completed when burger with cheese is done. First thing, which is the acceptance criteria. Along with that, it is plated, it is served properly as per the restaurant's compliance and procedures. This is a very high level example. Now, you know, the definition of done is created by the entire team in conjunction with the stakeholder. So stakeholders will also approve, will be in sync with the definition of done. However, it is created and maintained by the team itself, the developers. So definition of done is it's a deliverable, first thing. Definition of done evolves through sprint by sprint. Now, what do I mean by that? Definition of done can be changed after every sprint in the retrospective. Say, for example, in the definition of done, we define that a user story is marked close when P1s are closed, all the priority 1 bugs are closed, we will mark the user story as done. However, in upcoming sprints, the team realizes that we need to take care of P2s as well. So when the definition of done is refined or evolved or amended is in a retrospective. So in a retrospective, we will again, or kind of Scrum Master will again check the definition of done, and in collaboration with the entire team, we will change the definition of done from P1 to now we want the P2s as well. So we will have a new definition of done maintained by the development team and followed by entire team. Okay. Now the question comes, when we create a definition of done for the first time. So during iteration planning meeting, before sprint planning, before start of sprint 1, we need to make sure that we all agree upon the definition of the definition of done is created before sprint planning meeting, or before the start of the sprint 1, and it is agreed by entire team, all the stakeholders and the product owner as well. So Yes, so we will have definition of done, this, and then we will have it evolving as the sprint goes, as we generate the increments. So to summarize it, when a product backlog item meets the definition of done, an increment is born, right? So we can only say a work item is done only if it meets the acceptance criteria and the definition of done. Hope I'm able to solve the to give the clarification on what is definition of done and the acceptance criteria with the differences.